Hey, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to share with you 8 really common, really useful business English phrasal verbs. For each phrasal verb, I'll explain the definition, I'll give you some examples so you know exactly how to use it, and then at the end of the video, you can practice using some of these phrasal verbs yourself, so make sure you watch all the way to the end. The first phrasal verb is to kick something off, which means to officially start something, usually a specific event. For example, maybe when your boss starts a meeting, he says, okay, why don't we kick this meeting off by looking at last month's income statement? Notice the structure here. Most of the time, it's best to use kick and then the event and then the word off. This can also be a noun, kickoff, as one single word. So you could say, the event's kickoff is at 7 p.m., which is the same as the event starts at 7 p.m. Next, to run something by or run something past a person means to explain an idea or proposal to somebody just to check to see their opinion about it or to see if they approve of it. Here's an example. Let's imagine that you made a short video and you're showing it to your company's social media manager to see if you can post it on your company's social media. The social media manager responds, wow, this looks great. Let me run it by my boss before we post it. So notice the structure here. Run, and then the thing, by, and then the person. So this is saying, let me check with my boss and get their approval, and then I'll post the video. Next, to sign off on something means to officially allow or show support for something. For example, the boss finally signed off on the more casual dress code so we can finally wear shorts to work. This is saying the boss finally officially allowed the more casual dress code. For the structure here, most of the time you would start with the person and then sign or signed off on, and then the thing that they are now allowing. Next, to zone in on something means to focus closely on it so you can learn more details about it. For example, the purpose of this meeting is to zone in on who our target customers are and how we can advertise to them. So the purpose is to focus on and learn more about our target customers. For the structure, you would use zone in on and then the thing you're trying to learn about. Zero in on is also sometimes used. It has the same meaning, but zone in on is a little bit more common. Next, to come up with something means to suddenly realize or think of something, and usually this is a solution, an answer, or a new idea. For example, Mark came up with a great idea for a new product. You should ask him about it. For the structure here, the person would be at the beginning, usually the person that thought of this thing, came up with, and then their idea, answer, or solution. Next, to reach out to someone means to start the first or start a new conversation with someone. So this can be when you first create contact or if you're just starting a new conversation with someone you already know. Most of the time in business, this is used when we're talking about emailing people. For example, please reach out to everyone that attended the product demo and ask what they thought of the product. So please start a new conversation with the people that attended the demo. For the structure here, you would use reach out to and then the person or people that you are getting in contact with. Next, to put in a good word for someone means to say nice, complimentary things about them to someone else. Usually this would be when the person you're talking about is not there. Let's imagine that your friend wants to get a job at your company. You tell your friend, "I'll send my boss your resume and put in a good word for you." So I'll send my boss the resume and I'll say nice things about you. I'll say, "Hey, he's a great worker, you should hire him." For the structure here, you would put all the words together, put in a good word for, and then say the person being complimented. The last one actually has two different meanings in business English, and they're both fairly common. Get back to can either mean to return your focus to a task or to respond and reply to a message. Here's an example for number one. Maybe it's been lunch break, people are relaxing at the office, then your boss says, "Okay, everyone, break time's over, let's get back to work. Let's return our focus to the work." And for the structure, you would use get back to and then the task that you're refocusing on. For the second definition, to reply to a message, please email me your questions and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. For this structure, you would use get back to and then the person that you will reply to. So I'll get back to you. Okay, now let's practice. Here is an example text of a boss talking to his employees during a meeting. For each blank, you should add one word. So here, did anyone? You'll add 3 words here. But all the blanks are phrasal verbs that I covered in this video. So pause the video, select the correct phrasal verbs for all the blanks, and when you're ready to see the answers, click play. Okay, here we go. To kick this meeting off, let's talk about next quarter's advertising campaign. Did anyone come up with any ideas for ads? If so, please run your idea by your team leader. After your team leader signs off on your idea, reach out to the marketing team and they'll take your idea into consideration. Also, the managers will choose the employee of the month next week. If you've noticed anyone working really hard lately, you should put in a good word for them. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. I hope this information was helpful for you. If you liked this lesson and want to see more like it, I have a blog on my website where I share free lessons I made specifically for Korean working professionals, as well as some example clips from real one-to-one lessons I've had with some of my current Korean clients. Go to AmericanEnglishWithGrant.com to check out those learning resources today. Okay, that's all for this video. Have a great day.